we're making up some brandy butter today. So simple, and it is really delicious. So if you've never had brandy butter before, you're in for a treat. Now I'm making this brandy butter because I know it goes really well with mince pies or your Christmas pudding. You know, bit of ice cream, scoop of brandy butter, you can't go wrong. Your guests will love it. The good thing about making up brandy butter, it doesn't take any time at all, and there's only 3 ingredients and there's no cooking. So it's the perfect combination. Now what I'm going to do is just quickly go through the ingredients and make it up. Now first of all, I've got my butter there. I've got 90 grams of unsalted butter, and my butter is at room temperature because that makes it really easy to kind of mix up with the sugar. You know, if you've got your sort of butter in the fridge, pull it out, let it warm up a little bit. Otherwise it just makes your life really difficult trying to mix it, and you might end up breaking your wooden spoon. So 90 grams unsalted butter. Then I've got my sugar. Now I'm going to use dark brown sugar, 90 grams of that. Now you can actually use any sugar you like. You know, you can use caster sugar, granulated sugar, icing sugar. The only thing is, some sugars like icing sugar are a little bit sweeter, so you'd need to use less. So I'm going to use 90 grams of dark brown sugar. Then I've got my brandy. Now I'm actually going to use roughly about 4 to 5 dessert spoons of brandy. What you need to do is add a little bit in, mix it up, add a bit more, mix it up until you get it just about right. Now if you haven't got brandy, you could use rum. You know, it's a good alternative, but I'm going to use 4 to 5 dessert spoons of brandy. So now we've gone through the ingredients, I'm just going to get myself a bowl, put the butter in there and start mixing it up with the sugar. So I've got my bowl, I'm just going to put my butter in there really, and then we can just pour all that sugar in there. Get yourself a wooden spoon, and what you want to do is, you know, just mix it around until you get it into a really nice soft paste. Just going to mix this around. I mean, you could actually do at this stage all this in a food processor or your electric whisk, but as I'm not making too much, I'm just going to work it until I can just get it all mixed in to a nice paste. That's it. Look at that. Got it into a nice paste. Only takes a minute or so. Now let's just give that a quick try just to check for sweetness. That's good for me. So now I've got it into a paste, just going to add some of the brandy. Now what I would say is, you know, do like 1 dessert spoon at a time. So just mix that in, and once that's mixed in, you can add another one. Oh, that brandy's smelling good already. There you go. Let's do the same again. Just mix it up. Look at that, it's pretty simple really. That's mixed in, and do it again. So I've got 3 dessert spoons in there at the moment. Now it might be a good time just to check, see how we go. More brandy. In fact, just going to put 2 in there. Giving that a good mix. I've actually put 5 dessert spoons in there, so let's just give that a quick try and see how it is. Right. Let's try that again. In fact, I'm still going to give it another 1 and a little bit. Because I think it's going to have brandy butter. Let's make sure there's some brandy in it. And it is Christmas after all. Just make sure it's well mixed up. Again, let's just quickly try that. That's tasting good. But like I say, you know, do the sweetness and the brandy to your own taste. So now I've made up the brandy butter, it's ready to go. Now I can't end my video here because otherwise I kind of feel that I've shortchanged you, because even though we've made the brandy butter, I've at least got to serve it with something so we can really have a little bit of a taste and, you know, just make sure it's good. So what I'm going to do is bring me Christmas pudding, put it on the plate, and we're going to actually set fire to it, as you would. And then we're going to serve it up with some ice cream and brandy butter. So I've got my Christmas pudding there. Now, I didn't actually make this one. This is one that I bought from the shop. But I thought it would look nice if we sort of made up the brandy butter, put some brandy over here and set light to it, look good. So there it is. I didn't make it. I'm just going to put some brandy over the top. Then I'm going to switch the lights out and set light to it. Right, I'm just going to use, well, actually, let's just pour it on. Good, maybe a bit too much there. That's all right though. It's all good for the effect. Now I'm going to switch the lights off and then I'm going to set light to it. Woohoo. That's rubbish, not enough brandy. Well, I'm just going to give it another go. I'm going to put some more brandy on there so it stays alight this time. Right, I've just switched the lights off. There you go. God, that's kind of disappointing that. Let's do it again. Ooh, I know I've put a lot on there, but I'm going to light it up. Now before I do that, I'm just going to switch off the light first. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's looking good. Gives it a really nice flavour when you put the brandy on top. So let it burn away all the alcohol and it should lead the flavour. And once it's all sort of burnt away, this is where the kids love it, you know, all this sort of fire and stuff. Then what we're going to do is just serve it up with a bit of ice cream and brandy butter. But that looks really nice, I love it. I probably took too much brandy on there, but it doesn't matter. There you go, all done. Now I'm just going to chop into my Christmas pudding. Just chop a little bit that way. Just going to have a little bit on there. In fact, I might have a little bit more. In the old days, they used to put a silver sixpence in there, and the person who found it would get sort of luck for the rest of the year. So there we go. Got me a little bit of Christmas pudding, and let's serve it up with some of that lovely ice cream and brandy butter. Now you don't need too much of sort of the Christmas pudding because it is quite rich. It takes ages to make, so that's why I bought a ready-made one this year. Maybe next year I might make one up. And then of course, got that brandy butter. Now you don't need a huge amount of that because it is quite rich with that butter and so nice that. And it's really good, as I say, if you can have it in the fridge just before you're going to serve it up, because then it's really nice and cold. I haven't had time to do that with mine, but let's get stuck in and taste this. Now obviously I've got the main event here, which is the brandy butter. Just bring that into view. That's lovely, lovely. Now it's really nice. Kind of mix it together with that. A little bit of ice cream as well. Look at that, absolutely delicious. Let's just bring that a little bit closer for you. Happy Christmas. Very nice. That brandy butter really does add something. That is delicious. Just going to try a bit more of that, just in case I got it wrong, but I don't think I did. Looks nice. Oh, that is lovely. The brandy in the butter, not too strong, but just enough to give it a bit of kick. And it's not too sweet. So really, as I say, it's only 3 ingredients. Mix them all up and you'll love it. Happy Christmas. Thanks for watching The Original Naked Chef. That is delicious. Finally, got one of these really nice little things here. Someone bought that for me for a present last year, so I'll just leave you with that. Happy Christmas, everybody.
A Merry Christmas to you all. Ho, ho, ho.